Welcome to Woodbridge TV, where we'll be watching tonight the Colonia Patriots starting to defend against the Cranford high school team. Here tonight we have the first round of the state tournament, and here with me, my name is Phil Hall, retired federal employee, longtime Colonia resident, and part-time broadcaster. And with me tonight is my partner would be Dennis Alaco. He's a former referee, actually, for high school basketball, so he's familiar with these tournaments, the county and state, and he's presently doing Division I reffing, so he continues to do that to this day. So, Dennis, welcome aboard.
Phil, thanks very much. Welcome. Really nice of you to extend the invite for me here tonight. Really looking forward. This is an exciting time of year for all the participants. You know, it's win in advance, losing you go home, so a little extra energy in the gym tonight. Should be a good one.
Now, for our viewers and listening pleasure, we know that Colonia defeated Piscataway for the county tournament, and they won the Middlesex County Championships. And Colonia comes up with the ball on a 8 tip. Chera with the ball. Attempts to throw it down low. There's a kick on Cranford. Now, Dennis, the thing that I've noticed here, and when you play in tournaments like this, you can't go by their records. No matter how many times you defeated a team or what their record is, tournaments are different. And by the end of the year, these teams have played together, and they kind of know a little bit more than they did at the beginning of the season. Your thought?
Absolutely, Phil. You know, and you know, you get that extra motivation, kind of knowing that, like, you know, hey, if we don't extend a good effort tonight, we're going home. We may never play again together as a group, and you know, it's a difficult time of year. You know, the other thing that makes it challenging for teams come state tournament time is you're not always you're not seeing people that you're always familiar with. Yes. So you know, not a lot of common opponents between these two teams, but we'll see how it transpires tonight.
So Workman made the first basket for Colonia on a missed shot by Cranford, and they went down, and now Durkak has the ball at the top of the key, throws it out to Workman. He goes to the basket, Euro step, up and in! Workman with two quick baskets.
You know, you're probably going to see a lot of that with Aiden Durkak being the type of player he is. He's going to command a lot of attention defensively from teams, and that's probably going to open up some other scoring opportunities in Colonia with a really balanced attack.
And that basket was by Arvino. He's one of their leading scorers for Cranford. Nice inside pass and turned around and hit the jumper. One thing about Colonia, right to Durkak, underneath for a layup. Yeah. Beautiful play, set him up nicely.
That's too easy. It's going to be a long night for the Cougars if Durkak gets that kind of freedom.
Long shot for Cranford by number 1. That would be Madrini. He missed it. Ball back down. Workman takes the outside shot, in and out. Cranford with the rebound. And that's Jack McGuire bringing the ball across. Dennis, the one thing that I noticed that Cranford has some really good scorers, and they don't mind taking the shots.
No, it's true, Phil. You know, and by now, this time of year, everybody's kind of settled in. Everybody knows their role on the team, and Cranford does have some balanced scoring.
Zachary Smith really controls the offense on Colonia's side. Takes it to the corner, throws it back to the middle. Durkak takes a shot, misses it off the side of the rim. Now, Cranford took the shot. Again, that was McGuire. I think he's taken 2 and taken 3, but he missed 2 long ones. But the fact he shows no hesitation, Dennis. So that tells me he's going to be a factor in this game. Because if he starts hitting them and he's open and makes them, this could be a tight game.
Yeah, Jack's one of the leading scorers for Cranford coming in tonight, and you know, they're going to have to rely heavily on perimeter shooting. They're sort of at a size disadvantage against Colonia, and you know, the three-point line can be an equalizer.
McGuire brings it up, passes it over to Madrid, and he misses a shot. Workman underneath, goes to the basket, and he's fouled.
Yeah, real strong finish there by Workman.
Workman was a workhorse when they played Piscataway. It was a back-and-forth game in the county championship, And Piscataway, even though they never really led after it was like, I think it was 18-12, they put on some runs and came back, and every time they did, it seemed like Workman was there, either underneath the basket or with a pass or a steal and a layup to get the basket, and they go ahead by 4 to 6 points. Interestingly enough, he had 6 consecutive baskets, 5 of which were layups because he got the ball in the middle, fake left, spun right, and laid it up in. They couldn't stop him. And they had some really big kids in Piscataway.
And you know, what's really impressive about this Colonia team is the way they share the ball. And that last trip down court was a prime example how, you know, they get the rebound, they kick out, get a real good outlet pass, looking to push the ball up court. And, boy, what an advantage when you have somebody of Workman's size and physical prowess to be able to finish at the rim in transition. It really makes for a very difficult defensive assignment for Cranford tonight.
Absolutely. So Workman on the line, and you mentioned it earlier, even with Durkak when he came down, they're going to key on him because they know he's one of their better players and all around, including the shooting, but he is so willing to pass the ball. He doesn't care about getting 20, 25 points. Workman with the basket, by the way, he makes the one. He doesn't care about that. He cares about winning. And he doesn't mind passing the ball to the open man. As long as they continue to do that, which they've done all year, they're going to be successful.
Yeah, and, you know, that starts from the top, Phil. You know, Coach Rodriguez does a fantastic job, veteran coach here at Colonia. He's been doing a great job with teams over the years. And, you know, everything starts and stops with the coach. So, really good job there.
Okay, so we got number 13, Glaske, hit a basket. They not a running for the ball. Everybody's on the floor.
Yeah, really good hustle play by Cranford. Shows their tenacity. Not afraid to get down on the floor, get dirty, get after the loose ball, and turn it into an easy scoring opportunity. They needed a hoop there, so that was a good sequence for them.
So that was Cherk. Was that?
That was number 2, Jack McGuire.
Yeah, Cronenberg hit the floor, and the left man open. He threw it underneath and went right to the basket. Zachary Smith with a long shot, and he makes it. So one other thing here, we don't have a number 4 on our list, but he's in the game, so I can't even call his name. But we'll definitely introduce him, and he's getting ready to go to the basket now. He throws it underneath, throws it out. Durkak with the steal, throws it up court to Chiara, and he goes in for the basket and misses it, but he's fouled.
Yeah, it's just like we were talking a few seconds ago, Phil, how unselfish this Colonia team is, you know, looking up ahead, looking for those easy scoring opportunities.
The mentality on the Colonia basketball team is the same for each player. Each one looks up, throws the ball, passes in front of them. Those are basic skills that you're taught when you're in elementary school. Pass the ball up to the open man, push it forward, take the middle of the court when you're going down, and look for the open man. And they do it well, Dennis.
Yeah, that's a really good philosophy. Keeps everybody engaged. You know, what do they say? The sum of the parts is what it's all about. You know, getting everybody to play as a team. Really important at the high school level. Colonia does an outstanding job of that year in, year out.
So Chiara makes the free throw. Cranford has the ball now. They throw it underneath. He gives a fake, throws it back out, and that's McGuire on the shot again, but he misses it. Zachary Smith with the ball, looks up, goes to Workman. He spins, goes to the basket, throws it back out. Zachary Smith with the shot, but he misses it. And the rebound was actually grabbed by Rodriguez, and then he got tied up by Cranford, and possession goes to Colonia. It's Colonia's ball, I'm sorry. No, Cranford. There we go.
Ball. Cranford ball.
Possession to Cranford. I saw the possession arrow, but they were giving it to Colonia. I'll tell you what, number 2, Jack McGuire, has some speed.
Yeah, really nice move there. Just couldn't finish. Got stripped on the way to the hole, but really nice move by Jack.
And Julian Jones is into the game for Colonia. And there's Workman again.
Yeah, Workman just too big right now. He's having his way there.
He has a quick spin to that basket. Quick spin. And he leaves this guy standing like he doesn't know what's going on. Beautiful pass underneath from Adrian to number 2. I think that was McGuire.
Yeah, that was McGuire again, but it was all set up by the good pass, good offensive set. You know, when you have a team like Colonia who plays as aggressive defensively as they do, you're going to get those opportunities where they get an overplay and resulting in an easy basket for Cranford.
So Warman goes to the hole. He misses a shot. I think he kind of wanted to foul, but it wasn't. And they scrambled on the floor for the ball, and it looks like there's a toss-up, and it looks like Colonia has possession.
Yeah, this will be Colonia's possession this trip.
Chiara takes it out of bounds, looking for the play. Throws it out to Julian Jones, looks for Wordman underneath, spins, goes to the hole, and he's fouled. So even though the score is 15-8 with 1:33 to go, the difference that I see here, Dennis, thus far in the game is Cranford's inability to hit that open shot.
Yeah, they're very comfortable, Phil, taking threes, but like they say, you live by the sword, die by the sword. If they go in, you look fantastic. If not, and unfortunately, so far tonight, with the size advantage that Colonia has, not many second chance opportunities for the Cougars.
You know what the difference is? Then shooters shoot, and even though they might miss 3, 4, get into a rut, they're going to shoot, and once they come out of it, you can bet they're going to get their money's worth out of it for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
So I fully expect for them to start hitting some of those shots. And, again, no indication of the records here. I'm looking at the ability, the fact that they're comfortable taking shots. There's no hesitation. You get teams hesitate, that's when you know they're not confident in their own shooting ability. So Julian Jones throws the ball down low to Durkak, went right over his head, so it's going to be Cranford's ball out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they caught Durkak on an offensive foul there, Phil, on the post-up attempt.
And that's his first.
Little jockeying going on. Good penetrating kick there.
Yes, and again, we don't have the name of number 4, but he takes a three-pointer, as Dennis mentioned, kicked out to the corner, but he missed it. But it was a wide-open shot. They have good shots. If they start converting, we're going to see a different game here.
The last rebounding foul by Julian Jones, resulting in a Cranford inbound play.
So Avino with the ball, throws it out to McGuire. Underneath to number 24, he takes a long jumper from the corner. Todd, but he misses it.
I'll tell you, Cranford, it really impressed here early. Keeping their composure, running their stuff.
And that's McGuire again on the basket. He has no hesitation. He doesn't mind shooting the ball. I tell you what, Dennis, they're looking down low for the man cutting across the middle. Even though there's a side disadvantage, they're looking for him, and they're giving it to him.
Well, so far they've done a real nice job of spacing the floor. And with Colonia's pressure defense, coupled with the fact that Cranford is very comfortable taking threes, that opens up some scoring opportunities inside. Cranford doing a real nice job of balancing the floor.
Beautiful Euro step by Rodriguez, going to the basket with time running out. Score at the end of the first is 16-10. Was it? Yeah, 16-10. Sorry, I couldn't see the scoreboard. Colonia up top. But again, I'm looking at Cranford. They're playing aggressive defense. There was a few points that they gave up early that were easy baskets, but Colonia really hasn't had that easy basket in the last couple of minutes of the first quarter.
No, I'll tell you, Phil, I'm really impressed so far with the effort that Cranford's putting forth. Sometimes when you read the headlines about your opponent, it's very easy to come into a contest, sort of second-guessing yourself. But clearly, Cranford hasn't been reading the headlines. They're here to put forth an effort tonight, and so far they've represented themselves very, very well.
Very well said. And by the way, to our listeners and viewers, for anyone that's watching, we will be, we're currently on YouTube and Facebook, streaming live. Woodbridge TV, bringing you all the news around the town, whether sports, parades, meetings, events. Woodbridge TV brings it to you. And we're so proud to have our team, Woodbridge TV, and the mayor who supports us 150%, and make sure that those individuals who might not have the opportunity to come out to a game, to come out to a meeting, a parade, or any kind of grand opening or event, they'll have the opportunity to see what's going on around the town through Woodbridge TV.
And Phil, this is really fantastic. That the town does this and supports the efforts of everybody here. The production staff doing a fantastic job, and I'd be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity. Most nights I'm out on the court. That's a nice finish by Enzo Madrini for Cranford, but most nights, when I'm out on the court, I'm just the guy wearing a striped shirt. But tonight I'm sitting with you, having a great time here, and having a really good time sharing this high school experience. I'd be remiss if I didn't reach out and give a big shout out to a couple special people listening at home. I want to say hello to Samantha, Madison, Claire, Maeve, and Erin. Those are 5 special people in my life, and they get a big kick out of watching me do what I do. So big shout out to them tonight.
Speaking of Samantha, we have a special Samantha here tonight too. Samantha Roth Green. She's one of the people that behind the scene does it all. Her along with Emil Brandolfi. He's here tonight with us. He's a cameraman. And they're making sure that we can bring you Woodbridge TV live from Colonia Patriots basketball. And welcome to all our viewers and listeners.
That last possession by Colonia before the ball went out of bounds really shows you the effort they're putting into keeping Aiden Durkak in check, really trying to get physical with him, kind of taking him out of his game a little bit. Here's a quick turnover. Great play by Durkak, good hands.
Long shot by Rodriguez. Rodriguez.
Great follow-up by Julian Jones there. Right spot, right time. Good hustle play.
I think he deserved it because the last one went off his head, and I thought he was going to get an assist. Rodriguez goes to the hole. He's fouled, falls down, but he's okay.
Yeah, we just got out of bounds on that.
Oh, I'm sorry. He wasn't fouled. Thank you, then.
It really shows you, boy, Colonia really enjoys pushing the ball up court, getting those easy scoring opportunities. And, when you have 5 kids with the amount of athleticism that they have, it's really a great benefit.
Foreman underneath goes up, but the ball is blocked, and he falls to the floor. Cranford gets it, brings it across court, passing it around, and number 4 takes a long shot.
There he is.
Nothing but net. So we got to put down a number for him. Number 4, we give him 3 points to start.
We don't know who he is, but I'll tell you, he's awful comfortable taking the threes.
And it was a beautiful shot, nothing but net. Durkak with a long shot. Off the rim, McGuire with the rebound, brings it across, looking ahead. I'll tell you what, they handled the ball extremely well. And McGuire's quickness is second to none. Robin with the rebound, throws up to Durkak. Euro step, goes up for the basket, but he's fouled.
They're going to get him before the act of shooting on that foul, so it'll be Colonia ball on the end line for throw-in.
Colonia is looking, passes it outside long, over to Rodriguez.
Yeah, you could see in that possession there, I don't know if our viewers could see it, but number 20 for
Cranford?
Yeah, Dean Caracas. He's tasked with guarding Aiden Durkak tonight, and they were really engaged there to the point where there was some illegality going on. And
Rodriguez with a long jump. I'm sorry, Den.
No. Official made the right call.
Well, you know what? Those kind of things you want to stop at the beginning.
Yep,
If you don't call it there, it's going to continue, and then it can get into a brawl. We don't want that.
Correct.
We don't want to see anybody get entangled and get hurt. Pass over to Madrina. Throws it back out to McGuire. They're passing around inside out. They lost the ball but got it back. And another long shot by McGuire. He's taking them on their shoulders and carrying them. He has 8 points then. And the score is tied, 18 all. And that's exactly what I was saying early on in the first quarter. They were very comfortable taking the shots, but they were missing them. Yep. Now they're taking them and they're making them, and the score is tied.
You know, sometimes it takes a few minutes, especially state tournament time. You know, you're playing in a gym that you haven't seen before, and you know, it takes everybody a little while to get their feet under them. But clearly, the last few minutes, Cranford has outplayed Colonia, and as a result, we've got a tie ball game here. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. So Cranford seems very, very comfortable. Doesn't seem to be, overcome with the moment, and we'll see how things progress here.
Dennis, do you think that Colonia, it is their home court, they do have a top seed. Do you think they're kind of overlooking Cranford, looking ahead, taking them for granted? Because they came out and they were really aggressive. But again, they were making the shots and they were going down low. Do you think they kind of took them for granted with the lead?
Yeah, I don't know if it's taking it for granted, taking your opponent for granted as much as just, sometimes you scout a team and you see one thing and all of a sudden something starts happening that you're not expecting, and there you are, tied at 18.
Beautiful move by Sierra. He was pushed, but he spun left and made the basket off the backboard.
Yeah, real nice entry pass there. And I was just going to say, Coach Rodriguez has been around a long time. He's going to do something to change up the tempo of this game, and right away after the made basket, we come out and we got a three-quarter court trap. So.
And then it's from past experience watching them. Their press is extremely effective.
Yeah, again, Phil, with their length and size and athleticism, I could see how they'd be very comfortable in a pressing situation. We'll see how Cranford handles the up-tempo.
And it looks like they're pushing out defensively one-on-one a little bit more. That was a great effort by McGuire. What happened is he threw number 20, Krona, off on the first shot, but Krona didn't lose his balance, came back and attempted to block it or at least impede his shot on the second one.
Yeah, real nice job by Enzo Madrini there for Cranford, working real hard inside, digging after the loose ball. When you're at a size disadvantage, anytime you can get an offensive rebound, you get a second chance to run offense, and that's a huge moment in a game. And unfortunately, they turned the ball right over.
Threw it well over two Cranford players' heads. I don't know if one was thinking the other one was going to get it, but it went out of bounds, and Colonia takes the ball out at the opposite end of the court. Zachary Smith bringing the ball up, looking the defense over. Long pass across court. Beautiful, beautiful move by Werman. Took it right to the Cranford man's chest.
Yeah, Werman knows exactly what he wants to do when he gets the ball, and again, showing his physicality.
Cranford working ball around. McGuire takes another long shot. That's off the rim, hits the top of the backboard, out of bounds. Colonia's ball.
It'll be interesting to see, Phil, how Cranford handles their pressure. That last trip down, Colonia did a real nice job. They were in a three-quarter court pressing situation, and then the minute the ball got over midcourt, there's Wertman again.
And it's a pass inside from Durkat.
Yeah, let's see if Colonia does it again. The ball, after the first couple traps, then Colonia goes back into a man-to-man. So it'll be interesting to see how Cranford handles that.
Nadavano takes a shot. It's in and out. Colonia has the ball. Durkak takes the shot. He actually spins, but it comes in and out also. So Cranford's ball. Vino has it. Throws it across court. It goes out of bounds almost, but it's saved by...
Really nice finish by Madrini there.
Yeah.
Little mid-range jumper in the lane. Something you don't see too often anymore.
Yeah. The ball was saved from going out of bounds by Morgan. I had to get his number 10, Will Morgan. And, they got a basket out of it. So with 2:19 to go, Colonia is up 24-20. So they scored the first 6 baskets, and then Cranford comes back and scores 2.
Tough call there. Coach Trotter having a little dialogue with official Jorge Diaz. Thought maybe that was a clean strip. Official saw it the other way.
Dennis, you and I both know that it looks a heck of a lot different on the floor when they make a call.
It's easy sitting up here, Phil. You never miss a call up here.
You never miss one. They're all Monday nights, too.
Good ball rotation.
I'll tell you what, they're taking the shots. They missed that one, but they're taking them, no hesitation.
That was McGuire's easiest look of the night. He didn't realize how open he was.
Rodriguez with a long jumper off the front of the rim. Cranford with the ball.
There's Madrini again getting a rebound. I tell you.
Great hustle. They hustle all over. You got to give them credit. And they're in this game because of their hustle.
Absolutely. Good ball fake.
Great basket by Arvino.
Really great hesitation move there. He froze his defender. Little head fake and went right by him.
So a minute left, 24-22. Cranford's giving them all they can handle. Durkak with the ball, goes underneath, goes up for a shot, but he's fouled. When in doubt, when you have that height advantage, you go to the basket. You're either going to make it or you're going to make it and get fouled. Either way, you go to the basket. Who's better than Colonia shooting free throws? And I fully expect Durkak to make them both. One for 2. So unofficially, I have, it looks like 14 points for Wordman. Durkak makes it easy on the second one, an easy one. 48 seconds left, Cranford with the ball. McGuire's taking the ball in Browns. Throw to front, they got a trap.
Tough place there, yep.
And Colonia steals the ball.
Last thing you want to do, Phil, is pick the ball up right at the midcourt stripe. That midcourt line acts as the third defender. Colonia did a great job. Pressure and defense there. Yeah, I'll tell you, Cranford is doing a great job and really causing some uncharacteristic turnovers here from Colonia.
Yeah, Colonia tried to throw the ball across court, and they blocked it and went back to them and out of bounds on Colonia. And Todd's back in the game with a few seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, let's see here if Cranford holds for the last shot again.
Stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's that pressure defense, Dennis.
Yep, pressure defense and just a mental error there, picking the ball up.
12.6 seconds left in the game. Chiara comes back in. So who do we have here? We have Werman, Julian Jones, Rodriguez, Zachary Smith, and Chiara.
Sure, Colonia's going to hold for the last here.
Rodriguez with a long jumper, and it's missed. So there we are at the end of the first half, 25-22. You have any messages you want to sum it up real quick then?
Well, I'll tell you, Phil, the last thing you want to do from a Colonia standpoint the last thing you want to do is give your underdog opponent the thought that, hey, we can actually win this game. And right now, the way Cranford has played in the first half, shown an awful lot of confidence, come out here, done their thing, don't seem to be intimidated by the moment whatsoever. And here we are. We got a 3-point ball game. So I'll tell you, if you're Cranford, you got to like where the game is right now. And if you're Colonia, you got to be a little concerned because the deeper we get into the ball game, if it remains a close game, we all know how the game of basketball is. Boy, one bad bounce, one bad turnover, and next thing you know, you find yourself on the losing end.
And you heard it right here on Woodbridge TV, Dennis Alaco. And folks, we'll be right back.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back to Woodbridge TV as we're streaming on YouTube and Facebook Live. My name is Phil Hall, part-time broadcaster. I'm here with my good friend, Dennis Alaco. Dennis, your thoughts?
Phil, I got to be honest with you. Before I came to the gym tonight, wasn't quite expecting to have a 25-22 ball game here at the half. Just goes to show you got to throw records out the window this time of year. State tournament play, everybody gets amped up. It's survive and advance, lose and go home. And Cranford clearly is not ready to go home yet. So let's see what the second half brings.
I'm going to make a guess and tell you that Rodriguez is going to have his team psyched up, and they're going to come out scoring like they just did. A pass over the head to Durkak underneath. He lays it in on a bank shot. Durkak has really been quiet, even though he went to the hole a couple times. He got fouled, but he's really been quiet. You're going to see him come out. Aiden's going to really put on the show. That's my gut feeling.
That goes to show you, what kind of coach Rodriguez is. Clearly, Aiden was struggling in the first half. Okay, not many easy scoring opportunities. So what did they do? Right out of the gate, right to start the second half. Let's get Aiden off to a good start. Get an easy opportunity. Nice little back screen, lob pass, and an easy score. So sometimes scorers, Phil, they just want to see the ball go in the basket.
And once they do, you look out.
You got it.
So let's see whether or not they apply the press. And Cranford makes the free throw. That's number 1, Madrian.
Really nice job defensively there.
Yeah, Cronenberg actually backed down before he passed it and bumped him, so it was an offense.
We were singing the praises of Jack McGuire in the first half for his offensive efficiency and shooting ability, and there he shows what a well-rounded player is, understood what was going to happen, and stood in and took the charge right in the chest. Nice job, Jack.
Cranford with the ball, throwing it around the key. McGuire takes it, throws it back out. We got a clarification on number 4. Am I correct, Dennis?
That's correct. Number 4, we found out who he was thanks to a few parents there from Cranford. That's Dylan Avino.
So we want to apologize to our listeners, especially the ones from Cranford, if you're tuned in. But we'll get it right from now on. Zachary Smith with a beautiful pass. Dirk had threw it underneath to Workman, and that's the kind of basket that he just doesn't miss, but he did this time.
Yeah, he was kind of upset at himself, but fortunate he was able to get his own rebound and put back and got fouled in the act. So Workman at the line shooting 2.
Beautiful soft touch, makes the first one.
Unofficially, Phil, I had Workman with 13 to finish the first half, and here he is back on the charity stripe, adding to that total.
Nice soft touch, makes the second one. So Colonia goes up 29-23, 6-point advantage. They have a 3/4 court press. Cranford easily breaks it. So now that I know who number 4 is, Avina, who handles the ball very well, along with McGuire, who just hit a 3-pointer from the outside, as Cranford fans stand up and rage.
There's real good hands by Durkak. Workman spinning in the lane, lost control of the ball. Cranford thought they had a turnover, and Durkak there to pick up the loose change and easy conversion.
They throw it underneath to number 5. We had 2 of them, and that's Kashki. Nice basket off the backboard. Durkak with the ball, spins, throws it underneath.
Good luck.
Corner, right underneath the basket, and he lays it in.
That's what we were talking about early, Phil. You know, a player of Durkak's ability, he's going to garner a lot of attention. Cranford did a good job there reacting to him getting the ball. Double team, but Durkak being the complete player he is, finds the open man. And here's Cranford, Colonia off to the races again.
Sierra from the corner, misses it. Cranford with the rebound. Durkak does so many things on the court that doesn't go noticed, and it's not in the stat line. His IQ, basketball IQ, is tremendous. McGuire with a long shot, misses everything. Ball almost goes out of bounds. And it's hit out of bounds by Cranford. Corner was protecting the ball as it went out, but a Cranford basketball player reached over and hit it, trying to hit it off of him, but it went out of bounds. So it's Colonia's ball. The opposite end of the court. Passed into Zachary Smith, and he gives it back to Sierra. Durkak with the ball, dribbles, passes it to the corner. Zachary goes out, passes underneath the Workman, lays it up and in.
Real nice look there by Zachary Smith, drawing 2 on the dribble penetration. Finds Workman for the easy deuce.
Dennis, I didn't even see the opportunity for him to pass, yet he got it in there and Workman scored. So we get a foul, I think it was on Zachary Smith. Got him for holding. Cranford's ball underneath the basket. Throws it all the way out to number 10, Morgan. That's Will Morgan in the game, by the way, for Cranford. And that was Nate Avina with a beautiful fake. But Colonia gets the rebound, takes it down. Workman goes in for a layup. Easy score. You can't say enough about this kid, Workman. He is just all over the court. He's in on every play, whether he's looking to steal, put the press on, get the rebound, go underneath. He always looks for an easy basket. Beautiful, beautiful move underneath in the to the basket, and he generally gets a layup.
You know, Phil, he has that kind of intangible quality where he's just always going downhill.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen that young man do anything in slow motion yet. Yeah, everything is where he's got a head of steam and he knows ultimately where he wants to get to. So doing a real good job here tonight, kind of carrying the load for Colonia.
The other thing is Piscataway kind of did the same thing where they kind of focused a lot of attention on Durkak, and Workman did the exact same thing. So they have another go-to. They have several, actually. Rodriguez is an excellent shooter from the outside. Zachary Smith can shoot. Sierra can shoot. So they have 5 tremendous shooting guards. That's what it equates to, who happen to do everything.
And, you know, down the road, you know, if they're fortunate enough to advance after tonight, you know, that's something that's going to serve them real well come state tournament time because, you know, if you're preparing for a team like Colonia, you know, yeah, you're right. You can take away one option. Maybe you can take away 2, but trying to take away 5 options becomes very, very challenging.
I got a comment for that. Right now, with 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go, Colonia leads 37-28. Cranford has the ball.
Yeah, this is the biggest lead of the day, and here they are getting trapped again on the sideline. Loose ball, good hustle.
Possession is Cranford, though.
Held ball, possession arrow to Cranford.
What I was going to mention before is when we talked about if they happen to win, I asked Durkak if I could interview him after the game against Piscataway. And I said to him, if you win, can I interview you after the game? He said, certainly, sir. He said, when we win, I'll be to the table. So he knew.
That's a confident young man.
Yes, I can't say enough about him. Avino goes right to the basket with a left hand and lays it in. And that's Nate Avino. That's not Dylan. Now, I believe Nate is a freshman. Am I right? Wasn't one of them a freshman?
Yeah, Nate. Yep. Nice steal and finish
by Glaske.
And just like that, Cranford's back in the game. 5-point ball game.
We got a foul on Glaske. He pushed him. The ball went out of bounds. There are so many unsung heroes. Colin Kroner, he gives 150% all the time. And, I mean, we could name any, you can pick any one of those Colonia players. Julian Jones, they give 150%. And when they take one player out and substitute him, they don't miss a beat. They play the exact same game, and they still score. They still play tough defense. Beautiful
nice
pass underneath from Werman to Julian Jones, and I just mentioned him.
And that shows you, Coach Rodriguez's philosophy here. Wertman doing a lot of scoring tonight. Obviously starts garnering some attention defensively.
Beautiful move by Madrina. He scores and won.
A couple minutes ago when Cranford was down 9, Phil, I was about to say, this is a big moment in the game here. If Cranford very easily could have succumbed to the pressure, and with Colonia applying the pressure defense, the score could have escalated. But here we are, right back to a 5-point game again with 2:23 left in the third quarter. And
Workman and Zachary Smith goes out, and entering the game would be Durkak and Kroner again. So we're looking at Sierra, Durkak, Kroner, Julian Jones, and Rodriguez for Colonia. Durkak brings the ball across.
McGuire and Madrini have done a really nice job tonight, carrying the load for Cranford, keeping them in this game.
Rodriguez with a jumper, and it rolls around and in. Good shot by Rodriguez. You could see he wanted it.
Okay, really good form on that elbow pull-up jumper. Mid-range jumpers, boy, you don't see those anymore.
No, everybody
it's either a layup or a three-pointer, but Rodriguez very comfortable there.
So we got a shot off the rim by number 5, Ketchke. Colonia with the ball. We got a foul. Is that underneath, Den?
Yeah, that was on, they got Braden Galski. He's been going toe-to-toe with Aiden Durkak all night and just became a little overly physical on that possession.
It looks like he has 4 fouls.
Yeah, yes, that's correct, Phil. They're really trying to take Aiden out of his comfort zone and maybe make him play from an area of the court he's not totally comfortable with, but just have to do it within the confines of the rules.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to be missed. And the ball was hit by Cranford, so it's not a back court. Pass it around, Julian Jones. They called a carry on Julian Jones. I've only seen 2 carries all year, Dennis.
Yeah, that's not something you see every night, but official right there on the play, you had to see something maybe we didn't see from our vantage point here, Phil.
Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Again, Cranford still playing aggressive ball. Colonia's pushing out. They're playing man-to-man. They're still making their shots and taking them.
Yeah, there's another offensive rebound.
And that rebound was by Dylan Avino and kicked it out to Cranford, so they still have the ball with 41 seconds left in the quarter. This was a rather quick quarter, too. McGuire will shoot it. He walked.
Yep. Good call.
Yeah, you can't get the ball on the three-point line and then lay it up without bouncing it. So Colonia, after the walk by Cranford, has the ball, taking it in the bound. Durkat takes it in. Zachary Smith is back in the game. And he replaced Julian Jones. So it looks like they want Cranford to come out. They might be holding for one, Dennis.
Yeah, it looks like Colonia is very comfortable holding for the last shot here. 15 seconds to go.
And then up by 6, 41-35.
Yep. See, it looks like Cranford they're readjusting back to man-to-man.
Durkat with a desperation shot, and it goes off the back of the rim with no time remaining. So at the end of the third, 41-35. 6-point lead by Colonia, and Dennis, I have to be honest with you, this is not exactly the game that I expected, but it is a great game to watch, and we'll see what Colonia is going to come out with. I'm sure Rodriguez, the coach, he's the excellence coach, is going to make some adjustments, and I fully expect them to come out a totally different team, being aggressive. I think they'll put a full court press on, try and get some turnovers, but Cranford has been successful somewhat in breaking the press, and if they can do it over 50% of the time, then they'll continue to do it.
You know, Phil, as it gets deeper into the game here, the one little pregame note that I wrote was Cranford's record, 7-18. I'm sitting here trying to figure out, based upon what I've seen so far tonight, how is Cranford 7-18? Because I'll tell you, they've certainly represented themselves very, very well here. And at this point, you know, I'm sure Coach Rodriguez is a little more than concerned in that Colonia huddle right now, and is looking for a little bit more of a comfort zone here.
You're literally 2 scores away, 2 3-pointers and the game's tied.
Right.
So you're talking about a basket, a turnover, and a basket. And that's easily done in high school. That's done easily in the pros. And the way Cranford has been shooting with their level of confidence, they'll have no hesitation in trying to get it done. So Cranford comes out with Avino, McGuire, Morgan, Madrina, and looking for the 5th player.
Galski's still on the bench with those 4 personals.
Right. Oh, Ketchke.
Really nice job there. Boy, great entry pass. And then Durkat splits the double team, gets to the rim. Just too big.
Well, they set him up beautifully, too. They got him involved in the game.
Yep.
Nice jump shot by number 5, Ketchke, off the back of the rim. Colonia with the ball, brings it up, passes around. Look at the movement on Colonia. They're constantly moving underneath the Dylan, and he scores another easy basket. That will hurt them. So they immediately go up by 10 points. 2 quick baskets by Durkat.
Can't turn your head defensively, Phil, against a team like Colonia with their back cuts and the way they distribute the ball and see the entire floor.
They look like the Golden State Warriors.
One quick head turn and results in an easy basket.
Beautiful basket by Josh Ketchke. One of those medium shots that we talked about earlier. Those are higher percentage shots than the 3-pointers for sure. Ball underneath to Durkat, and I think number 10 has the foul, and that would be Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan's in a tough spot there with Galski in foul trouble. You know, he's given up close to 6 inches and probably good 30 pounds to Durkat. That's a tough defensive assignment. And here they are again trying to post up Durkat down low.
Rodriguez with the shot off the rim. Wortman gets the rebound, falls to the floor, and he's tied up. Looks like the possession is Cranford. I'm just glad he didn't get hurt. He kind of fell.
Yeah.
He kind of had a soft landing against another body, but
Yeah, he was in that awkward position there.
Yes.
You're right, Phil. Could have easily been injured on that rebound attempt.
so it's Cranford's ball. Takes it out of bounds, throws it into McGuire. Brings it across court. Coach is giving him instructions.
6:20 to go in the fourth here. 8-point deficit. Cranford really needs a hoop here. That would serve them well. Colonia switched to his own.
And McGuire releases
There we go.
a three-pointer.
McGuire answers the bell. They got a 5-point game, Phil. That's what I'm saying. I mean, Colonia showed zone for the first time tonight. Cranford seemed very comfortable, adjusted very quickly. Got the ball to their shooter, McGuire, and
Zachary Smith with a three to come back. They needed that one.
yeah, Zach Smith answering back with a big-time three there.
I can't say enough about this Cranford team. I really can't, Dennis. Now, I've seen them play St. Thomas Aquinas. I've seen them play Piscataway,
Good look.
Old Bridge. And we got a missed basket by Durkak going to the hole a little bit hard off the backboard.
Really good look by Wertman there from midcourt, hitting the open man, streaking to the basket, just couldn't finish.
Cranford looks very poised. This is Vino, he's a freshman. Over to Morgan. Throws it back to Arvino. Morgan goes to the basket along the baseline, but he stepped out, I think. He didn't step out. Did the guy who threw the pass who stepped out?
Yeah, I think the pass going across to the open man may have hit the end line.
Oh, okay. Either that or McGuire stepped out.
It's really tough when you drive baseline there. That sideline acts as an additional defender, and with Colonia's physicality and size inside, really tough to make those swing passes.
Okay, so Colonia has the ball, gives it to Durkak, top of the key, throws it around to Sierra. Sierra takes it, looks for Workman. Almost a steal. Rodriguez has it, throws it to Durkak, goes to the basket, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Durkak with a nice basket off his rebound. And he's piling them up now, Dennis. Durkak, I think, had 3 to 5 points at the end of the half, and now I have him down unofficially for 15 or 13.
13, yeah. Yeah, no, he struggled in the first half, and like I said early on, Coach Rodriguez, I thought, did a really good job understanding how valuable it is to get a player of Durkak's caliber involved in scoring right away. And they did that very early on in the second half, got him some easy hoops. And like we talked about, scorers love one thing. They love to see the ball go in the basket, and he certainly found a way to get that done.
Absolutely. And in addition to the ball and him not scoring the points that he normally does and leading the team, him and Werman, I would love to see, and we don't keep track of him, the assists that he has and the things that aren't in the stat sheet.
Yep.
When he takes it, he sets a pick, or he rolls to the basket, sets another one, frees up a man.
Sure, and you know what? You hit it right on the head, Phil. Those are things that don't show up in the stat sheet. Like, how many times has Cranford, gone and double teamed him or created foul opportunities, where, just by his presence.
Yes, absolutely.
So you're right. A lot of things don't show up in the stat sheet, but certainly is a force to be contended with.
And Dennis, I don't know their names, but I want to give a shout out to the referees. I think they're calling a pretty good game. We haven't had a lot of controversial plays at all.
No, guys have done a really good job. Refereed verticality all night. Done a really good job with marginal contact. Done a really good job. Good crew here tonight.
McGuire with the ball goes to the basket, but it's taken away by Zach. Throws it ahead to Durkak. Euro step up, and he lays it in with his left hand. Beautiful steal by Zachary Smith. Throws it ahead to Durkak, and they make the basket. The ball was thrown out of bounds, thrown back by Durkak, but it went to Cranford, and they had a thrown to number 10, which is Morgan underneath, and he went to take a shot. And instead of Durkak fouling him, he kind of pushed him a little bit so he wouldn't come down on him. So Morgan's on the free throw line shooting 2, and he misses his first one. With 4 minutes to go, the score 52-40. And I do want to give a shout out again to our crew here, and that would be Emil Brandolfi, who's on the camera, and our technician is Samantha Ross Green, and they are just fantastic. They do an excellent job. And Bruno and Will are not here tonight, but they certainly contribute to that team that brings you all the news around the best town around, and that would be Woodbridge TV. And shout out to Gina Forbes, the director. And last I heard, she was in California, and she was at her daughter's wedding. I'm not sure if she's home, but Gina, we love you. We want you to get home safe, and congratulations. And thank you, Samantha and Emil, for tonight's assistance with this broadcast.
Couldn't do it without these folks. Doing a great job.
And what a pleasure it is. So Madrini goes up for a shot, and Zachary Smith goes up for the block. And I believe he's fouled on the shot, so he'll be shooting 2. And that's his second foul, fourth foul. Is that correct? Here it says 2, that one says 4.
Yeah, I think that's only his second personal foul.
Okay. Zachary Smith plays very aggressive. He's all over the court. So it wouldn't surprise me if he had 4, because their defense is incredible.
Like you said earlier, it's been a pretty clean game, Phil.
So Madrini makes the 2 baskets on the free throw. So Colonia has a 10-point lead, 52-42. With 3 minutes and 39 seconds to go, Durkak brings the ball across.
Yeah, I look for Colonia to start being a little more patient on the offensive end here. Take some air out of the ball.
Rodriguez with the shot going to the basket. Durkak gets the rebound, attempts to lay it in, but he's fouled. And then it's just to let you know, Colonia, the only senior we have starting is Zachary Smith. The rest are juniors and sophomores. So they're a team to be reckoned with, not only during this tournament, but certainly for next year. Yeah, no,
I'll tell you, anytime you can have a nucleus like that coming back, that certainly bodes well for the program. And, yeah, I mean, as big a loss as it will be to lose somebody of Zachary Smith's caliber, it's nice to know that you got some other pieces that you're leaving behind. So I don't think Coach Rodriguez was necessarily excited. Jace Rodriguez tried to make something out of nothing there in that last possession, and Durkak ended up bailing him out a little bit. But I think Coach was looking to slow things down a little bit, be a little more deliberate, make Cranford play some defense here.
Durkak misses the first free throw. When I see Colonia play, they play like 5 fingers on one hand.
Yeah.
And Durkak makes the second free throw. Cranford's ball. 53-42, 3:25 left. I'll tell you what, Avino, whoa, that was a freshman in and out. That was a long shot. He has heart.
That was down.
That was down.
That was down.
The only thing took it out was the spin. The spin.
Yep.
Underneath the Kroner, beautiful pass by Durkak. Did a slight fake, laid it in off the backboard. Colonia still in a man-to-man. Marini with the ball. Bumps, fakes. Throws it to the top of the key to Avino, the freshman Avino. Takes another long shot, and that was off the front of the rim and hit the backboard, but off. Here's a nice release. They throw the ball to the middle to Zachary Smith, and he throws it directly underneath to Kroner, who lost the ball out of bounds. So Cranford gets the ball, taking it out with 2:16 left.
Yeah, looks like we got a timeout on the court, Phil.
And we want to thank the great mayor of this, the best town around, the Honorable Mayor John E. McCormick, who's always involved, and he must have had something to do tonight because Mac is always at the games, and he's normally broadcasting with us. So we just want to hope that he's well, and thank you for all you do for the best town around, Woodbridge Township.
You didn't tell me, Phil, I had such big shoes to fill tonight. I didn't know I was filling in for the mayor. I tell you,
Well,
I don't know if I would have come. Those are big shoes to fill.
To be honest with you, you step into them, you never fill them.
There you go. There you go.
You do the duck walk in them then.
I'll tell you
just
what.
slide your feet. So, quick analysis. 2:16 to go. You're down by 13 points. Obviously, you need to score. Is this game out of reach, or can they come back? And do you think Cranford can?
You know, the last couple of minutes, I was just going to say, you know, it's amazing how you can have a 5-point game and, you know, in a heartbeat, all of a sudden you're looking at a 13-point deficit. But Colonia has done a really good job of increasing their defensive pressure, especially on the perimeter, making it really challenging for Cranford to do what they want to do. It's kind of taking Cranford out of their comfort zone. One of the first times all game long, actually, and they picked a really good time. So we'll see if Cranford can muster anything out of this timeout, maybe get a quick three or a couple quick scoring opportunities and possibly turn Colonia over. We'll see.
They take another long shot.
Yeah.
Brandon Glasky is back in the game with 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go. See if he can make the difference, because they started really losing it when he got out of the game with 4 fouls. Werman to the basket on a pass, and he makes a basket. He don't miss too many of those.
Yeah. And, you know, that now I think it's gotten to the point where Colonia's athleticism, size, and physicality have just kind of taken over this ball game. You can see it there where, you know, Wertman catches the ball in full steam, heading downhill again in traffic, able to finish.
Are you surprised that the Cranford coach, Coach Trotter, didn't put Galsky back in earlier? I mean, with 4 fouls and you're down, what's the difference, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yep, good point.
Werman going to the hole. He lays it up with his right hand off the backboard. Scores again.
Tell you what, I don't know too many people who are going to want to get in Wertman's way when he's got that full head of steam.
So we got a little tussle on the floor there. It looks like he called a personal foul. Yeah, I think he called it.
Yeah, good hustle play there, just going after a loose ball.
Yeah.
Kind of took his opponent's legs out from under him.
Yeah, he called it on Dylan Avino. I think that I would have probably put him in a little earlier than this, even with the 4 fouls, only because, and I wouldn't have put him on Durkak. I would have left who I had on him. The rebounding that he was contributing to, and the fact that he was able to slide over, maybe double team, just the presence alone, I think, could have slowed him down a little bit.
Yeah, no, really good point, Phil. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you go with your gut instincts, and, you know, they were hanging tough with the squad they had out on the floor.
Exactly so, yeah.
Yeah.
And that freshman, Vino, he
came up big. Came up big a couple times.
There you go. All right, so Zach Smith on the line.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those games where, you know, tomorrow morning when everybody looks at the box scores, you know, they're going to look and they're going to see double-digit win probably for Colonia. But nobody's going to know, other than maybe the folks watching our broadcast here, how close this game really was for the longest time.
Crona goes in for the basket, and he's fouled on layup. And you're absolutely right, Dennis. Unless you were watching this or you're in the stands looking, the game was never decided until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
The fourth quarter. Now, I believe Galsky went out in the third, and that's why I was just suggesting they should have brought him back. But you're right. The team that he had on the floor was only down by 6.
Right.
So why not save him? But then 2 or 3 scores later, you're down by 12, and I guess he had to come in.
And I think we just saw the end result. He just picked up his 5th, so he's disqualified for the remainder of the night, but really good effort tonight. You know, knew he was undersized, trying to hold things down for Cranford inside. Did a really nice job.
And Cronor hits both free throws. 1:10 left, 61-42. No indication of the game. Sometimes if you weren't there, you can't tell what the score was. Colonia is starting to substitute now. They have number, looks like 33 in there, and that's Nia Klein. And I think that's Infa Klein.
You know, obviously, you know, Colonia is gonna advance after tonight's win. You know, get on, and but I'll tell you, you know, Coach Trotter from Cranford's got to feel really good about his team's effort here tonight, Phil. Certainly, he's got some underclassmen. They'll have a bunch of returning players. You know, this is the type of game where, you know, kind of a character-building game where you can look back on it and say, you know, fellas, this is something to build on. We really represented ourselves well here tonight. Played one of the top teams in the state really hard for pretty much 3/4 of the game, and you know, it just kind of ran out of steam. So
yeah, there you go. And they're still shooting. One of the things that I just got a text from Kyle Anderson, another broadcaster for TV, Woodbridge TV. He talked about Cranford's excellent ball movement. He's absolutely right.
Yep, absolutely.
They moved the ball well, and they didn't have a lot of turnovers.
Yep.
Colonia wasn't taking the ball away. Even their press, they were able to push the ball. But when they got set in their offense, they were able to work the ball around, throw it inside, throw it out. And when they put on the zone, they were still able to break it. So thank you, Kyle, for that information, but you're absolutely right. Great ball movement on Cranford's part.
Yeah, Cranford doing a nice job there. Senior Jack McGuire coming out of the game. Played really, really hard tonight. Same thing, Josh Kletsky, senior. Last time he'll be wearing the white and blue for, or the blue and gold, excuse me, for the Cougars.
And Galsky is a senior also. We want to say congratulations to them.
And, you know, that's the tough part about this time of year, Phil. Yeah.
Ladies and
gentlemen, comes to an abrupt end.
Absolutely. For Woodbridge TV, we'd like to thank and welcome all our viewers who turned in tonight and the listeners. We hope you watched us on YouTube or Woodbridge channel or Facebook. But we want to say thank you. Exciting game. The final score is Colonia Patriots 61 and Cranford 42. I'm here with my good friend Dennis Alaco. Dennis, parting words.
Phil, number one, thank you so much. It's a great environment here at Colonia. Really a privilege to be part of your broadcast tonight. And yeah, I'll tell you, you know, Cranford gave Colonia all they could handle. Colonia, one of the top teams in the state, and clearly you could see that. They've got some really good individual pieces, but more importantly, how well they play together as a team. Nobody seems to, you know, occupy the ball any longer than they absolutely have to. They do a great job of sharing the ball. And again, kudos to Cranford tonight, coming out playing real hard, made this game for 3/4 of the game. Like I said earlier, a lot closer than the final score will dictate. So thank you.
Okay, and this is Phil Hall along with Dennis Alaco and Samantha and Amos signing off for Woodbridge TV. Have a good night.